Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to EU4 and the Sweden is Not Overpowered campaign. So, picking up directly from where we left off last time, we are getting some spy network going down in these provinces due to the fact that Bavaria is now the emperor, and he is not willing to defend anyone in the empire. If we go ahead and check it, we could declare war on Brandenburg, and the only person we would have to fight is Brandenburg and the Ottomans. But I don't think we can handle the Ottomans is part of the problem. Bohemia is not even interested. Yeah, I can't even get Bohemia to come in on land. They have a truce. So as soon as this truce is up, because this is the truce from the War of the Protestant League, I believe. So 79 is when things will start to get more interesting in here. Now, 78 is the date we will be able to begin annexing Novgorod, which we will start immediately. But let's get right back into it. I'm really hoping Brandenburg just decides, like, oh yeah, we can beat him, and just comes at us in a war. No, Novgorod, you're not going to become a march. I hope he tries to attack us, because a defensive war would probably be the easiest way to annex a good chunk of this, because we really only need this state, these two, Greifswald and Stralsund, Wismar and Lübeck, and that's all we need for our achievement at this point. So I'm going to attempt to endeavor to get that as quickly as possible, because I do feel like this series is starting to get a bit stale. But we will stick it out all the way to the end and completely get that achievement. Now, it would have been nice to get the Line of the North achievement as well, but I think the way we played that off with going to war with Poland and Lithuania while that fired so that none of their allies would come in, I think that was probably our best move there. So if we look at force limit, we can actually go up to, what was that, 60k? That was 60k, so that's perfect. We'll add one cannon here. And let's see, we are missing 2 cavalry. You know, that's fine. We'll add 2 infantry to this stack. So there we are. Force limit attained once again. Now we do have a bunch of provinces we could go ahead and core. For now, I don't really think it's worth it. So we'll hold off until our estates need to be given more land. And yeah, I think things are going rather smoothly. The only major roadblock in this campaign left is Brandenburg. We'll go ahead and get that claim on Norway. We still have a truce. Let's see. When is our truce up? I hate how it doesn't tell me that anymore since I revoked his guarantee before the other truce expired. Kind of a misplay there, but what can we do? So let's go ahead and build a spy network. Wait, we've already built a spy network on Muscovy. Now, it might actually be an idea to feed Novgorod some more land. Well, no, I don't think we will actually feed Novgorod more land. For now, I would like to at least conquer this, because this is all Novgorodian. Any Novgorodian culture I would like to try and get my hands on so that I can go ahead and accept it. It's not a lot of development. Muscovite would probably... Actually, Belarusian would probably be much better to accept. So let's look at the development down in here. So Belarusian is roughly through here. That's a pretty decent swath of development. Now, we probably will accept Lithuanian as well, because this is a rather decent chunk of development as well. 25, 56, 60, 69, teehee, 76, and 87 total development in the Lithuanian culture group right now. Did I include this one? I did. So that's a pretty decent chunk of development for 5 provinces. We're most definitely going to be taking that in one of our upcoming wars. But let's get things moving. So our main hurdle right here is the Ottomans. The Ottomans are going to be the main issue at this point, because they will defend Brandenburg. And we cannot fight the Ottoman, unfortunately. It's kind of it's a really tough call. Ooh, that's not good. It appears Brandenburg is going to get emperorship. Ooh, that's really bad for us, actually. Now, how are we going to counteract this? I've been trying to come up with a way to counteract Brandenburg, but I'm just really drawing a blank. Ooh, Milan. Bavaria. Now, that could be interesting. Milan is still guaranteed by France. You know, once we get our claim on Hamburg, I think I probably will go ahead and improve relations with Milan. Yeah, because... Well, see, this is a tough call. Because his rivals are Bohemia, Poland, and Bavaria. Well, his enemies, I should say. People who will actually help us. Let's look at our national unrest. We'll take knowledge as power. That's fine. So the problem is he's rivaled Bohemia, Milan, and us, and his enemies are Bavaria, Bohemia, and Poland. Now, Poland hates us, so there's not going to be much we can do there. In fact, I am claiming most of this land as ours right now. We'll just have to come in and take it over the course of a few wars. Now, Bohemia, we are already allied with. That just makes Bavaria, so I think we will actually improve relations with Bavaria, see what happens there. Because if he retains emperorship, that would be spectacular. It's definitely not looking like it, though, as Brandenburg has 4 votes. Perhaps we could ally with Gelre and get him to vote for us, therefore securing that emperorship for Bavaria. But then again, see, you've already changed to Gelre, though. This is kind of tough, honestly. We'll have to... I would like Bavaria to maintain emperorship, even though the HRE is getting weaker and weaker by the minute. In fact, when we annex some of these little guys, it will get even weaker. So we do have this. We could attack Lübeck. Because the Emperor wouldn't defend right now. This is such a tough... We're really kind of just in a tight spot here with Brandenburg. He's getting stronger and stronger. Perhaps our best course of action then would be to attack Muscovy and take even more land from him so that we can get to our 1,000 development for Empire rank. That is a tough call, actually. That is a very tough call indeed. I'm going to have to think about that one. So let's just keep the time moving right now. I would like to start the annexation of Novgorod this episode. That would be nice to get going on that. So a couple more months and we'll have our... I'm going to just do that. That was a waste of time having a spy there. Okay, ideas. So we could take enforced service for regiment cost, which would be nice. But Tech 15 is pretty important, so we'll just keep saving up our points for Tech 15 at this time. We're getting 10 admin a month, which is rather nice. I would like to finish off religious ideas before the Age of Reformation ends, as we will get this and be able to start our golden era going into the Age of Absolutism, which will be very nice. So, manufactories, what can we really do here? We could build a manufactory here, and that's not a terrible idea. It is rather expensive for not too much return is the only issue I have with that. But I think that is going to be our best return, even if it only boosts... No, you know what? Let's just go ahead and build a... what is this? A farm estate in Stockholm. That'll get a goods produced modifier there. Should increase our trade even further. Let's look at trade in general, actually. Making 35 ducats a month in the Baltic with 81% of it controlled. We have all of the centers of trade in the Baltic, which is very nice. Oh, nice work, Polo Polis, getting to 3 shock. Always wonderful to have. So at this point, I really think we're just kind of going to sit tight for a little bit. However, I say that as we get this claim on Hamburg now. Let's go ahead and do that. He did upgrade... No, it was Bremen that upgraded to a level 5, or a level 4 fort. Perhaps we should consider upgrading some of our forts as well for this upcoming war against Brandenburg. You know, that's not a bad idea, actually. I will go ahead and upgrade the one out here on the Danish Peninsula. Colding, we'll go ahead and get that to a level 4 fort. No big deal there. So we almost can get our royal marriage and alliance with Bavaria, but is it really worth it? Again, that's what it comes down to. Let's look at the great power rankings. We are number 4. Great Britain is number 5, which is rather nice. But only because Muscovy is suffering pretty heavily due to institutions. Now, Transoceania is rather large. We can't see them, but I'm assuming they own like this at this point. So, potentially we could look to that. Now, the Ottomans are actually having a bit of an issue with Gazimuk here, from the looks of things. Now, that might be something to keep an eye on. Okay, so Saxony would accept now. Munster would accept. Ottomans still would accept. They are 1,600 ducats in debt, though, which is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy they racked up that much debt in such a short amount of time. So if we declared war here, Bavaria would actually accept now. The only reason Bavaria wouldn't accept is because, okay, Brandenburg is your rival. Okay. We definitely can't take on all of those nations by ourselves, so we're going to have to figure something out, as Brandenburg is the last hurdle in this campaign, and I would love to start making a dent into him soon. Because the longer we just let him build up, the worse off it's going to be for us. Fortunately, he cannot form Prussia, since we own Danzig and Königsberg, so we won't get that Prussian government, which will be very nice for us. Definitely help make sure we can actually finish this off. So, Bavaria, is it worth it? What if we became emperor? I mean, we could probably get it with Bohemia pretty easily. We could get an alliance with Gelre pretty easily. And then the alliance with Bavaria. So that'd be 3 at least for us. I'm not real sure about that. That's interesting. We're just gonna have to keep an eye on things, I suppose. Now, it might actually be an idea to get... well, you're allied to France, though, is the problem. I would like an alliance with the Netherlands. What are you considering vital interest? These two. Okay, well, I mean... I can uncheck these, I suppose, and that might actually help get our... get an alliance with the Netherlands, maybe. The Netherlands are a pretty strong nation. They've rivaled Brandenburg, so I think this is really our best option. Even if they are allied to France, let's go ahead and get that royal marriage with the Netherlands. Even though they are a republic, that's the nice thing about the Dutch Republic, is you can still do royal marriages with monarchies. So there we go. We now have an alliance with the Netherlands. I think that should be pretty helpful here. As Brandenburg did rival them, and now we are kind of just trying to block Brandenburg's moves at all times. We desperately do not want him to become the emperor, though, is the main issue. Ooh, okay, so yeah, you guys don't really like me. I'm going to continue to improve relations with Bohemia. Would Bavaria be helpful is the question. I don't really think so. Well, he is an elector. That's a tough call. That's a really tough call. We'll have to think about it, maybe. I'm not sure. It might be worth going for emperorship, but it appears that Brandenburg is not going to become emperor. That is one thing I feel like we really have to avoid at all times, is Brandenburg becoming emperor. Because if he does, it's gonna be so much harder to get our hands on these provinces that we need. So much more difficult than it needs to be. I'm still really not sure about this Bavarian alliance. While it would be helpful. Yeah, it doesn't appear we're going to get Austria to help us, or an alliance with Austria, which I am fine with, to be brutally honest. Castile's not really a thing. Luca's still alive by some miracle. Let's look at the religious map mode. There we go. Bohemia has gone Protestant. That's fine. You are wow, the Netherlands are Catholic. That's very interesting. I thought the Netherlands... Oh, probably because of the event, the Dutch uprising. Because if I remember right, you can only form the Netherlands when you're not a Catholic nation. You have to be either Protestant or Reformed, if I remember correctly. I hope I remember that right. So let's go ahead and get this production building going down in Holland. And I don't think I'm going to throw down any taxation for the time being. Manpower, I'll throw one of those in Trondelag, most definitely. Is it really even worth having this fort up here? Is this truce up yet? No, this truce is not up yet. Oh, so... Oh, wow, that's actually not even that bad. I don't think we will break truce because it's a waste of admin for sure. I feel like our Diplo position is much better now, though. So we'll just kind of have to play things by ear. So when can we start annexing Novgorod? Let's improve relations as far as we possibly can with you. I might just have to give you money. We need 8 more, which we will be able to get. Very nice. So hopefully we, by the 9th of June, we'll have that 120 or 190 relationship. And then we will go ahead and annex Novgorod, which I am very excited about. Get ourselves full access to that that sweet 87 development he has his hands on. That'll put us, should put us over 100. No, it'll put us very close to 100, but not quite 100. So we'll catch up on tech. Like I said, I really do want to blitz this down to get Deus Volt, which would be spectacular. As well as once we finish quantity, when we finish religious and quantity, we will be able to pass the Field Priests and Soldiers Prayer Books edict, giving us a further 10% morale of armies. So that will be very nice. Naval officers are retiring. That's a damn shame. We've lost quite a bit of naval tradition there. It's not like we had much to begin with, but let's check generals. So we are, yeah, we're good on generals for right now. We have a pretty epic admiral that I'm quite pleased with. 6 shock admiral. That is spectacular. So let's maintain our... Actually, let's go ahead and pull our diplomat back from Novgorod, as we can now begin annexing him. So this will take 696. It will be done in about 10 years. So to speed that up, I may actually... Let's see, what is our Diplo rep currently? Pretty bad. I may... Well, we don't have a Diplo rep advisor. I was going to say I want to hire a Diplo rep advisor, but we really cannot, unfortunately. Now, policies, we can't do that, because we only have one idea group finished, and that is defensive. Still rather nice to have. So this is going to take a very long time to annex Novgorod, but that should be fine. We'll go ahead and I'll get Diplo rep as soon as we can. Look at you, Polo Polis, continuing to gain those pips. Very nice, good sir. Up to 2 maneuver now. Always spectacular. Let's see, advisors. I'm going to fire you and see what we get. If we get a level 1 diplomat, I will be very pleased, even though that trader is pretty nice right now. Morale of Navy's guy, not what I wanted, but whatever. Okay, so... It looks like we are going to be having some more unrest out here, so we'll pop this fort up. That's fine. Okay, truce with Poland is up. Now let's look at Poland's allies. Austria is among them still. Let's actually check this. So Bohemia, we've improved with you a fair bit. That is fine. Pull back from Bavaria. We'll leave you in Bohemia. We could pick up this Bavarian alliance, but I don't really see how that's going to be helpful for us. Brandenburg's looking like he's going to become the emperor. I don't like that. Oh, well, let's see what we can do in... We're actually going to need to sit tight for a long time if we want to annex Novgorod. Can declare war on Lithuania. Austria almost wouldn't join. Let's see. Oh, all I have is a trade dispute. We don't even have claims here anymore. RIP? Well, I guess I'll get claims on this, I suppose. No, I'll get claims on all of this. That's what we'll do. We'll build a spy network in Poland. Get our claims on this Lithuanian land. I think we can go ahead and pull back from Bohemia. We don't really need to improve that relationship too much further, I don't feel. Alright, so we're just kind of waiting on tech at this point. We should have this rather quickly. By the end of this year, we'll have Admin Tech 13. Finally getting caught up there a bit. Okay, so we have been... our merchants have been slandered by Muscovy. I'm tempted to counter-espionage them. I am tempted to counter-espionage, so we will for the time being. Let's see, how long is this saying? Yeah, December of 50... Oh, that's like 11 years we have to be at peace, which is rather unfortunate. Oh, well. That will be fine, I feel. We'll live. We'll go ahead and just fire both of you guys, actually, and get some advisors. Let's see. Nope, still not what I am after. I want that Diplo rep, but unfortunately we do not have it. Which is rather annoying. Rather annoying indeed. Alright, so the nobility will get some... Actually, yeah, let's get the nobility loyal again. That'll make us a bit more money. At this point, I think I'm going to go ahead and put things on speed 5, at least for a little bit here, just to kind of get some time moved on. And I do believe this is where we are going to be wrapping this episode up. So as always, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, spending a little part of your day here. It is greatly appreciated. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do remember to drop a like down below, as it really helps the channel out, and subscribe for more Paradox Grand Strategy content in the future. My name's Ori. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you in the next one.